The Australian Stud and Stable Staff Awards are into their 9th year, and it was my absolute honour to host the ceremony on the Gold Coast. The overall Thoroughbred Excellence Award winner was John Brady, or Crewy, from the Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott Stable, with the Thoroughbred Care and Welfare Award going to Victorian Thoroughbred retrainer Louise Abey.
And the winner is Mary O'Neill.
Throughout my whole career, I've always been very fortunate to work with some of the most good people, like really good, kind-hearted, hard-working, caring. So it's always great to be part of a team. Part of that kind of a team, we all work together, we all gel together, get the job done.
Dreams can come true. Kaylee Walsh, Fernrick Farm.
Mentor and teach a lot of young people. How exciting is that to you, to see you teach someone something and you see it just gel in their mind about the care of a thoroughbred?
I love it, I really do, because I think going forward in this industry we need the young people to come through and to learn. And you know, what I've learned from Podrick and Ray and what I learn as well from the outside and going through in my studies, I can put into the industry and put into the younger generations. So to see them actually gel, you know, it's like weaning this year. I've loved it because I've gone, right, try this or try this, and this horse hasn't gelled with this, and all right, we'll try a different approach. And they've just got it, and I've loved it, and I've loved seeing, because you work with the horse, you know, and you have to be versatile with each horse. And I love it when the younger people it just clicks. It's just wonderful.
The winner is Emile Fredericks.
To gain their respect, to gain their trust in me, and then just to for them to believe in me, you know, like and try and learn from me. It's massive, you know, and for me, coming from South Africa, for me to come here and to, you know, try and teach these young staff here, not just, you know, on farm, but off farm too, it's unreal.
And it is Crewy.
Thank you.
It's great to see his passion that he's still got for the industry, and as he touched on himself, and Gay made that point as well, he's a great mentor, inspiration to a lot of the people, the younger people, younger generation coming through. You know, the work ethic, it's the work ethic from a different era. The presentation, this is how Crewy would rock up to work most days.
Magnificent.
To do 5 boxes and 60 feeds. Again, that care, that level of detail and passion that you have for the horses.
To congratulate
James Green.
There are a lot of people in the industry that just love the animals and the racing side of things that motivate you, but my bosses, Dave and Rhiannon Wishaw, they've been the main ones. The passion and love they have for their business and what they do on farm is amazing, and yeah, they motivate me on a daily basis.
Sean is the lucky winner, and he's part of Team Flemington.
In Victoria, we really have to take on that hands-on approach. As a foreman or whatever we may do, we have to cover every sort of area of the business. And safety is a major one, and anyone and most people here tonight know that running a business, we've got to, you know, keep our insurance down and all them sort of things, and we've got to train our staff up to be, you know, the best that they can be. So we really have to, you know, take charge of that early on when we recruit people and find the right people to be recruiting.
And the winner is Louise Abey from Abey Performance Horses.
Lou, congratulations, of course, winning the Thoroughbred Care and Welfare Award. It's a big national award, isn't it? I know obviously you're based in Victoria, but so important to showcase what you do.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's very. I'm quite overwhelmed, but I'm very honoured. This has been acknowledged, I guess. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Abey Performance Horses, because you are an accredited Racing Victoria retrainer, but how do you actually sort of get all of that support from Racing Victoria? You've obviously had, you know, success and been retraining horses for some time.
I've always had horses and I've always loved thoroughbreds from a very young age. I think my first thoroughbred I was 12 or 13, and I've stuck with the breed ever since. And the retraining, it's really built up over the last couple of years. We get horses from all different places, some direct from the trainers, some through different programs with Racing Victoria. We have some now that are coming through the RSPCA and Racing Victoria emergency aid programs, and then there's a big variety, a lot of small trainers, big trainers, but we love information. So when we get a horse straight from a trainer, we know its history, we know its story, and that helps us place it better.
Yeah,
and work with it better.
And the trainers have become a lot better, haven't they, in giving that information? I think owners and trainers have learned that you don't want to just have this horse off the track you know nothing about. They actually will give you more vet information and what its medical history has been, its veterinary history. That must help enormously.
Oh, hugely so, and information is power, and that's what we need. And some of the horses, they do, with a long racing history, they've got wear and tear. They're not going to suit high-level pursuits if we know that early. We've got a thoroughbred at the moment with the Riding for Disabled, which I think is amazing, and he's going really well. We would trial others for the Mounted Police. Some go on to be performance horses, some are therapy horses. There is such a big range of where they can go, and it's just, that assessment and that time to get them in those spots.
Well, I remember we did a story with you on Thoroughbreds Are Go a few years ago, and you had a couple of mares you'd brought out of paddocks and retrained and got them going. And they were going, one went to Centennial Park, but some people, they don't have to be competition horses, do they?
Oh, no, and that's the thing. A very small percentage of the horses will be high-level competition horses, and a lot of them, they need to find, the right fit. That's our mission. But so many of them, they're doing lower level stuff, but they're still, providing their owner with a huge amount of joy, and they love them and they care for them, and it's an amazing outcome, and that's all we can hope for.
How do you manage it? Because they don't all go to the first home and they stay there. Because, is there a way of sort of educating equestrian people that, you can actually come back and ask questions or get help with those horses?
Yeah, this is a great point, and I think a huge amount has been done, and there's a lot more to do. The traceability and keeping in touch. We don't do thousands of horses, so I keep in touch and we check in with all of our horses, and we're realistic. Not every home is a forever home. If someone gets to a point a couple of years down the track, they're like, we need to rehome the horse, they'll let us know, and we support them along the way and that kind of thing. Same as, sometimes circumstances change and the horse needs to be sold on. Our aim is that they will have a value and they will go to another nice home, not get passed around in the lower end and through the auction sites and things like that. Horses that have a little bit of education and a bit of balance, and they can pick up both canter leads, they're quite easy for us. They will all have their quirks, they will all have their things, but the more education that's done at the start and done well, it gives the horse much better chance of having a long and nice future. And a lot of the big shows having off the track incentives, and I've seen a huge improvement from the start to now, and there's really good quality show jumping, and it's come a long way, and I think people are seeking out thoroughbreds now, and if every big show jumping team had one thoroughbred on their truck, it would help showcase the breed, and it helps keep them out there, and it's a good thing.
If we could just throw a bucket of money at this, what would be the biggest thing we could do to improve the lot of so many thousands of ex-race horses?
There needs to be more funding. The horses, they need more. They need a super fund. These horses that are this amazing sport, they need more and retirement. But the education to the public, the education to the people that are getting the horses, there needs to be a lot more there as well. It's a complicated situation, and I think a lot of good things are being done, and I think there is a long way to go still.
Ladies and gentlemen, it'll come as no surprise, Crewy. Caught me by surprise. I didn't expect that, but as I said before, I've already thanked the one that put me in this position. And I'd just like to say good day to all the workers back home, because without them, I wouldn't be up here.